Ready to wrap this up, and I'm going to get the two of them in here together.
All right, okay.
All right.
Look at them. We were actually, we were just talking about some of what were the best things and what Mr. McCoy was hoping for the future of Chatham County. But he was telling us about this young chick he managed to snag at a tobacco auction. He said he saw this pretty woman all dressed up sitting on a bunch of tobacco, and he wasn't thinking about the tobacco. I said it sounded like you set a trap for him. And she did. There you go. She confesses to it.
She was supposed to be cleaning her sister's office.
Oh, was that what it was?
But she was cleaning sitting on a pile of my tobacco. I don't remember the sale.
Oh, boy.
Well, we're almost ready to wrap up. 30 years ago. Well, let me ask you this. Since we have the criminal on hand here, what did you first think when you saw Mr. McCoy? Well, you've known each other because your families have known each other for years. But at what point did you say,
Oh, well, I said I'm older now. I think I can date an older man myself. Okay. Yeah.
She done gave a fling at
because I was 43.
Yeah.
And Paul was 58.
She said, he don't look all that intelligent. I think we'll get along fine.
And we did.
30 years.
30 years.
And what day are you celebrating your anniversary?
December the 27th.
No, we were talking about how Mr. McCoy's still real good about remembering dates, so that's why I asked that date. December 22nd.
It's 27th.
27th. See,
what did you say?
I forgot.
It's real easy.
Well, excuse
after you finish throwing out the wrapping paper for Christmas, that's when you celebrate the anniversary.
Mm-hmm. So one time I got it mixed up a month.
That was birthday,
Yeah.
He brought me roses in January.
Yeah. I said, oh, Lord.
Well, that's okay. I made the mistake once thinking that our anniversary was October 8th instead of October 6th. You know, 6 and 8 look
I know.
I've never forgotten that.
Oh, man.
So,
no. It kind of gets drilled into your head.
Well, I did take an easy route on getting engaged. It was Valentine's Day. So
oh, boy, that was good.
I can never forget that day.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you both then. What's your favorite memory of the two of you together, or some of your best times, or
probably some of the trips we made.
Trips you made,
especially to New England and South Dakota, Mount Rushmore, Grand Canyon. Those were all good.
I enjoyed the year she helped me in tobacco.
That was the first year.
They laughed at me every time I would come in with a load of tobacco because I was walking around with a pair of overalls.
No jeans. They were really short.
I mean, they were like 12.
Really short?
Yeah, the high waters, you know.
And she's out there with
I was thinking shorts. I'm like,
no.
Daisy Dukes.
I don't wear shorts because I told my daddy when I was 4 years old, I said, Daddy, I don't like these short pants. He said, you don't ever have to wear no more. They had red buttons on them. I hid all day at church. I was behind trees and everything. I was ashamed. I was a ashamed person. So anyway, the good memory was out there working in the tobacco field. I said, she's being tested this summer in the hot field working. She come through with flying colors.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh, I enjoyed those trips too.
I was always in a classroom, so being outside.
We stayed gone 14 days on one of those trips.
We did.
We made friends everywhere we ever go. We make friends. We don't like to go with a couple we know because if you do, you won't get to know anybody.
That's right.
It'll ruin your trip. I hate to say it.
So you all go off by yourself or by people you just don't like?
Well, sometimes we go by ourselves on trips.
Well, we go with other couples sometimes, but we prefer on a bus tour to go
by
just
ourselves, so we can meet other people.
So we meet a lot of people.
Holiday Tours has a variety of people who travel with them.
One time, I ain't gonna say that time. That won't work.
Well, let me ask you this question. Sometimes I shoot videos at weddings, and I like going around and asking folks, what advice would you give to the newlyweds for a long-lasting marriage? Now, you folks, you've got my wife and I beat because we're 25 years.
That's good.
And you're at 30. So, what advice would you give to any kind of newlywed as to how you stay together for so long?
You never go to bed angry. Never.
Barb is one of the most forgiving people that has ever lived on 2 feet. So she'll always forgive you if you do something stupid or crazy.
Well, what's the worst thing you've had to forgive him for, or can you tell us?
Probably winking at other women.
And he's never really done anything I've had to really forgive him for. But if you just have a disagreement, we don't go to bed angry.
So you stay up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning?
We would just work it out.
I pout, so she'll get me out of my crazy pouting, and we're fine. Yeah.
Temperamental sometimes.
We're both high strung.
We are both, yeah.
You wouldn't think it.
We're both Irish.
But,
yeah, we had mentioned that earlier in the discussion. Get a little bit of a temper there.
Yeah, I'm good for Paul and he's good for me.
Yeah. She wasn't going to push me off the porch. I just told her not to.
That's ridiculous.
Well, folks, as you can see, 2 happily married people. Mr. McCoy has been real nice about spending a bunch of time. Actually, I don't mind, but we ran way over. But
I don't care how long we talk because
you want more water?
I still think my haircut looks good.
Oh, you like your haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to my hairstylist.
I saved his life.
You don't go down to Cadle's anymore?
You know,
or is he charging too much these days?
What I really got so I didn't enjoy was where I had to park and go around to get to the shop. I like Cadle. I supported him when he ran, but now I'm turned into a wimp.
Your hairstylist is prettier.
I go to a lady, and Lord have mercy.
Now, does she wash your hair before you get
I go to a what do you call it?
He gets his pedicure.
I get a pedicure.
Now, had you back in 1946, if somebody told you would be getting a pedicure, what would you have said?
I didn't know what it was.
But he loves his pedicures.
Man, it is really nice, and that young girl is so smart. You know, I don't know that I can impart any wisdom to her, but her mom was from Vietnam, and they just good people, really good people. And that foot thing is so nice, I'm telling you the truth. And she paints my toes.
She does her own designs.
Oh, does she?
She does her own designs.
Put a flag on my big toe and all that kind of stuff. She enjoys doing it.
She's just a teenager, 20s.
At Chapel Hill, on one of my medical charts, they got a picture of my painted toes.
With the smiley face on the big toenail.
My surgeon saw my toes. He said, well, we operated on the wrong place.
There you go.
Your brain.
I have a good time everywhere I go. When I was getting put to sleep with this melanoma, I was still being stupid, making jokes.
I think they're giving you something to help.
I was feeling so good.
Well, the thing I think I've learned in the last couple of hours is that he really cares about you, Miss Barbara, because he said that when you were at the school and they had to put the paddles to you, he was hoping you'd make it through because he needed someone to take care of him. So it's that selflessness.
No, he takes care of me too, though. Oh, because I've had cancer. So.
Okay.
She's had cancer, boy.
Yeah, he's taking care of me.
We've been through some scary times.
We take care of each other.
We have been blessed, and we put our faith in the Lord. That's all. Without that, we ain't got nothing. That wasn't me, though. I was a Methodist.
Okay.
Now
you're a Congregational Christian.
We're independent.
The oldest church. No, we're still Congregational Christian.
Whatever we are,
we did not join the United Church of Christ.
So we're
I thought that was the Mormons.
The Mormons, the
Her first husband was.
Church of the Latter-day
Latter-day
Saints.
Saints. That's right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the Congregational Christian churches are all over New England.
okay.
The first.
I ain't telling no more jokes.
No more jokes.
No more jokes. Well, that one's definitely not making the cut.